Big welcome to you, Virgo. We have the sun has moved into Capricorn, also earth sign, and the moon now in your sign. Of course, also earth sign. And both of these earth signs are giving us earth, giving us groundedness, but a little bit different, right? It's not like they're the same type of earth. One is, let's say, if we combine it with the Taurus is the bull. The Taurus would never climb up the mountains, right? He's in the grass. Wherever there is grass fields, he's happy. Now, the Capricorn, which is now in the sun, is the goat, and the goat climbs up, which we can see so beautifully also with these horns that they painted here, right? And of course, the downward pointing pentagram is giving us a feeling of we are bound by the earth, we are bound to a material energy, we're also bound to the darkness. This is a feminine energy. And the feminine energy is always about, right, feeling your life, feeling it even through a dark period. We don't have a problem with the dark side. Male, which is always the light, has more problem with the dark side, right? And so, as you can see, we are chained to a celestial rhythm, to a celestial event. Also, of course, we are chained to this fertility ritual that we almost have no saying, because I show it in the next card here. The tail is attached to the man. Here, the fruit is attached to the woman, saying we have no choice, right? We cannot get out of that because we almost need to have a sexual intercourse with the opposite to create the next energy. Then here the bat wings, as we can see here as well, the bat above. But again, the spiral horns giving us an indication that there is a way out of this dark. And the way out is by being conscious, by being aware, by becoming aware of the dark night, and in Cancer, right, in summer, the bright day. And this is the opposite card to it. Then we have here Aleister Crowley. Here again, it looks almost like a penis, right, with the goat in front. And of course, for me, as you see later, it's the Greek god Pan. Here, the circle of the Saturn ring. And of course, it looks like a sexual organ, right? The male sexual organ. Meanwhile, this is a feminine card. Meanwhile, this is the fertility. This is the sexual energy the man is chained to, because the devil, or in this dark, this fruit, this is not a person we're chained to. We're chained to an energy. We're chained to a moment in our life where the fire is flaming up, the sexual energy is flaming up to unite with the female. Now, of course, here we see that also very clearly. Now, here we see a very beautiful card. I really love it. And it's saying that we can walk or we can go by choice, right? No one tells you, no one chains you up. You can go into the reptilian brain, into that brain that is making us copulate, is making us wanting to come together. And as you can see, the color orange, it's that sexual energy, right? I today put orange lipstick on, right? For some reason, I also have this orange candle here. And I have one over there and one over there, right? It's just giving me this triangle energy of being in the light. But we can see we can also get out. We can walk down, and the stairs are red and white. Red, first chakra, white, seventh chakra. The horns are white, the face is white, the lips are dark, the hair is dark, right? So here we are getting away from and being attached, being bound, being chained to a dimension. And I like that she really created these stairs up into the lower brain, right? Because up here is the not the reptilian, I forgot the name now. My God, what's happening? I will find it. So we can go out, right? So the red is this energy of being the first chakra, walking down, walking in, and again, the white as that seventh chakra, as that higher consciousness that can get us out of this attachment. Now I painted, of course, the Nataraj Asana, the dancer pose, very clear in black and in yellow. So as you can see, the sun, right? And now this card is in the sun, is moving again towards the north. And we're attached to that first chakra. We're attached to the red, to the matter of the heart, the emotions that we associate with the first chakra are very strong. Of course, then there's also the second chakra. So I almost feel I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the seventh chakra is then the sun. I made 6 steps to the world card, and over to the side I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 7 stages, right? And here we have the star that was created in this month from Jupiter and from Saturn together. When these two planets came together as so close, they created the Christmas star. And some, of course, say this Christmas star was created in the age of Aquarius, but some also say that it was still in Capricorn, right? So now I'm not going to get into the differences of the schools unless you asking for it very specifically, otherwise the reading gets too long. Here are you, my dear Virgo, right? I'm a Virgo on the 22nd of September, so I'm all the way at the end, and I do feel Libra very much. In also my ascendant is Libra, and I feel in the court card I am already the Libra court card, which is the Queen of Swords. So here you are also going into the dark, right? You are the hermit that wants to go deep within. This is in the Jewish tradition. They use the blanket to go into the dark, to go within. He does it by choice, right? Here, why they choose a chain, right, or being chained to it, is because it's something we almost cannot escape. Here, of course, we can choose to say no. If we go within, we see the cosmic egg, we see the seed, we see the snake, right? And also here again, these 3 upper points from the tree of life, which is Keter, Chokmah, and Bina, create together here the lantern where the hermit is searching for that inner light. The snake or the serpent has become the staff. So there is an alchemical sexual union that's happening within the hermit when we go within, right? Because the outside is the light. The outside is a male energy. That's why a man feels comfortable in the outer energy. A female is the inner energy, is the dark, is the going within, is when we go within, the most men don't feel comfortable, like I already explained, right? And so together here, the sexual energy plus the light, it's a very masculine energy that this one is searching for, right? Here then, Yud, the hand, in the center of the deck, or of the card, where he again shows many variations from Aleister Crowley. He also shows him looking to the future, which is in the Hebrew way, from right to left, right? So from right to left, they look into the future, and it shows the left side of his cheek. And when we show the left side of the cheek in any of the cards, we show the feminine side. We show that feminine and not the masculine side. Now here in the Hermetic Tarot, they painted him in the other direction, right? And then here I have, from the same with the Devil, this card, and I just don't feel, I don't know. I maybe have to study it a little bit more, right? But I try to see that she's inside, she goes into the dark, into the womb, and she looks out, right? And up to the top, you can always imagine there, it's always open, the 7th chakra is always open, but she also has a window that she can look out. But she's covering herself, right? It's always this hooded. Now, of course, this is also a penis, so makes it a very masculine card. This is a standing penis here, right? And the one thing I see is like the colors connected with my sweater, right? It's very interesting that I put this sweater on today. Now, of course, I painted you with the path that you come from, and it's the path of, I show you right here, for example, I created the Yud, the hand, right, of in the center, where I can take all these paths. Then, of course, I have then here the Fool, which is, they're two both connected. It's very important for us to see that when the Fool and this is was one of my first, right? So, no, where is it? Here. So this is the mountain, right? Because the Fool is up on the mountain, and the Hermit goes back up to the mountain. Interesting enough, Capricorn is also up on the mountain. So right now we feel a light that brings us up to a higher consciousness. So here the Fool is starting as a very simple mountain pose. These are all the seeds, and then he chooses the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the purple, and then the white. And then he comes through all these stages, right? From 1, the magician, the high priestess, etc., etc. Then he becomes the Hermit. And as the Hermit, he holds the light. He's the one that gives us the connection to the next generation that wants to follow. He holds the light, right? And then he focuses forward into the Wheel of Fortune. That will be the card number 10, which is spinning again and again. So it's up in the mountain, and also the Capricorn is up in the mountain, right? Very interesting. Then I have painted them facing each other. But now I know I cannot do that because, right, they're both looking into the same direction, so this doesn't work, which I kind of liked this version very much. So if you then you are of course the Knight of Pentacles. If you're born on August 13 to September 11, you are the typical Knight of Pentacles. Here again with the hexagram, he's overlooking the harvest. He has the deer as almost a winged angel over him. This one we know, right? The horse, the dark horse, the fertile earth. Again, it's a feminine energy here. Then here, of course, the same dark horse, Aleister Crowley. And then here I have found a new, it's the old man. And kind of like saying these are people who are very much rooted into the fertile ground, into the earth, into the energy of fertility, right? The fertile ground that they overlooking, that they watching, making their money by harvesting, right? This is the month of harvest. Great. So let's see. Okay, the first card is jumping out and we have the Tower facing down. Okay, what's happening, Virgo? Now, liberation, because it's facing down. I will read in a moment what it means when it faces down. When lightning strikes, right? And this is the typical Corona card. It comes from a higher consciousness because there is this love, this heart-shaped energy in it. Out of that, we're having 1, 2, 3, 4 butterflies, right? Being liberated by that, meaning there is a liberation happening. There's the 2 nuts. These are the 2 people that fall off from the tower. And then here is the squirrel, the subconscious, this animal nature. Now, when it's facing down, it has a different meaning. This is the second stage after the devil. The devil is the first stage of 7 stages until the card number 21 in the major arcana. And this is the second stage. Now, this is also called an orgasm, right? This lightning strikes and hits you, and it's coming even down, upside down, right? So let's have a look what she's telling us, what that means. So the shadow side of this card is life is becoming stale, refusing to change, fear of the unknown, avoiding a disaster, and denial. So I don't know yet which one it is. I will see what the other cards are, but because it's facing down, it's saying refusing to change. And it's literally like when it's upside down, it means it's even much stronger, right? So let me put that down here. It's reversed. When something is reversed, we cannot see it straight. And the tower being the second stage, meaning the orange color. The orange lipstick, right? It's crazy. I never wear lipstick. I don't know, today I was like, you know what? Wear lipstick. And I found only this one because I was cleaning and arranging. And when the moon is in Virgo, we clean and we arrange and we get into the details. And I found this color. So all I had. And I was like, you know what? It's kind of cool with the green. So let me put it on, right? Never put lipstick on. I don't like it. I decided to do things that I usually don't do in this year. I decided that it's time. Maybe this is what's telling me. Just do things different. Allow things to don't wait until this lightning is hitting you. You are the lightning, right? You are creating. Now, very interesting, when I look at it now, this is crazy. When the card is upside down, this looks like the head, and this is the constellation of Capricorn. But this looks like the head when it's up, facing down, right? The face of Capricorn. So maybe she was trying to put in the constellation of Capricorn in this Tower moment, because it's still, this is the second card after the Capricorn. We have the Tower. This is card number 16, right? This is card number 15. And when it faces down, right, I only saw it facing down. I didn't see the head facing up. Okay, let's see what else comes out, right? But the Tower is the orgasm, is that orange, is that fire, is that desire. And again, we have the two nuts, two balls. And it also looks a little bit like a penis, right? But this is connected, this card is connected to Mars. And Mars always is courage. Also a little bit of aggression, right? When something hits like this is aggressive energy coming down. Wow. The Seven of Earth. Seven of Earth is Saturn in Taurus. And Taurus is about real estate. Taurus is about banking, is about looking after. And Saturn is time, is structure, having a discipline to look after the crop, to look after the field, to look after all the things that you want to grow. And you like to make grow the earth, the material. You like to be connected to the material. So maybe you gotta wake up, Paul, to look after. And the 7 is success, connected to Cancer. And I think this success will come to you in summertime. Something is saying, right? Look after this little tree. Look how he's intently looking at this little plant. And down here are the coins, the seeds, the roots of this plant. So this lightning that is coming down upon you is, if we look at them together, so usually the card should be like this. The lightning is coming down. And he's also focusing on the plant, but it's also making us go down. Reverse, it says go deeper down. By going deeper down, you can go up into the heavens. Now, it's also, of course, when we look at it from a sexual perspective, from an energy that's sexual, and then looking at the 7 of Pentacles, there is a success by letting go, by changing, by again. And I think when I look at it, it's like fear of the unknown. And not wanting to change, but fear of the unknown, because we have the 7. And we have in the 7 the roots. We don't see the roots. He doesn't see the roots, but we see it, right? But he knows, he attends it. And it's again that fertility. It's the earth. It's Taurus. And Taurus is fertile. Fertility is the ground. Now you have the 2 of Cups. So there is lightning striking down two people that are together. And I always say, when I put the palms together into Namaste, there is the right palm and the left palm. And when I really take my moment, right? Not like this quick, like, oh, my hands are together and now I do inhale, exhale, right? And I move my hands. Stay there and really focus on the right and the left hand and the feeling you get between those two. It's so beautiful, right? Do it with me. Close your eyes and feel it. When you touch your partner, you feel the same. That's what this card is. So it can be you finally loving yourself so much. The Two of Cups is always Venus in Cancer. Venus in Cancer means relationship, harmony, love, coming together, being together, understanding each other, allowing each other to be. And Cancer is that nurturing, loving energy. It's beautiful because I see that she has darker skin than he. He's the light and she's the dark. Always been like that. The male is the light and the female is the dark. And both of them are equally important. This whole tarot game is a reminder of accepting opposite energies. And when they're off balance in the numbers, right? When one is more than the other, it shows us that life goes off in thinking, in acting, in feeling, and in having. Now, the beautiful thing is that she created here, like the lightning, also this sparkly. But I couldn't detect a heart in there. Nevertheless, as you can see, right, it's sparkling. It's sparkling. So something is wanting to come down. There is then a change happening. And of course, with the two nuts here that turn into now 4 butterflies, right? The liberation is, it's making you free into the 4. Oh, they're drilling on the other side, so sorry if you hear that. This house is very modern and it has the walls are very how do you call, cement, so you can hear a lot of noises sometimes when they of course drill. Okay, the next 2 cards are 8 of Swords, and you see only 4 while she knows she has the other 4 in her head. And the 8 of Swords is always Jupiter in Gemini. And Jupiter is the Wheel of Fortune, is that hope, miracles, abundance. And Gemini is questioning that all the time. But at the same time, you have the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces, right? Very interesting. So Jupiter in Gemini and Jupiter in Pisces, two different energies. Water, Pisces, the search for love, independence, the 8 connected to the strength card, connected to the Hermit, right? And this is always connected to the High Priestess. So Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter in the thinking, Jupiter in the emotions. But Jupiter in this sign acts different than Jupiter in this sign, as you can see, right? So I think something is bothering you, but at the same time, you're very happy. You're very happy. And we'll find out what the 8 of Swords is. So the 2 of Cups is a love, because there's not really a person right here. Not yet. So there's a soulmate with yourself. You're finding true love with yourself. At the same time, you're trying to get out of this, right? This feeling of like, I'm bound, right? But you are bound by your own excessive thinking. That's what Gemini is. Gemini is always the one that looks for love and goes for awareness and asks questions, right? I have my nephew, he's a Gemini. Oh boy, I mean, he asks me all the time. Why? Very often, why? Happiness is contentment, is the message on my team. The same movement, right? The sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. So this is necessary. This is happening so that you attending your financial situation better. When you attend your financial situation, you start to feel happy with yourself. Even though once in a while you start questioning things, you start brooding, you start thinking too much. Nevertheless, this self-happiness is starting to express itself so much that you have now even the sun coming out. What's underneath the sun are the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is Saturn in Sagittarius, right? So when you understand this deep happiness, right, you allow yourself from the 10 of Wands to say, I am not doing this much anymore. I don't want to be up on the top all the time. She already have 3 of the wands down, and she's walking down the road with her yak. And Sagittarius is that element, right? It's an energy of fire and fire. It's a beautiful energy. It's very creative. So it's saying something wants to be shifted, something wants to be changed. And look at that, I'm talking about Sagittarius, and who's sneaking out? A Sagittarius. This is the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands, and it's fire and fire. So yeah, you're going down because you start realizing, hey, I cannot stay, right? I cannot be here. It's not good for me to be here. Okay, so let me open up. I open up. And then because of the sun, right? They come together. I feel like they come next to each other. So then you say, okay, let me do less. And you come down and you're starting to realize and you're starting to enjoy yourself. Oops. The Hanged Man. Oh, wow. So you are, yeah, something is coming to you so that you are awakening, so that you are shifting, so that you are learning, so that you are growing. Let's see at the bottom of the deck. Pisces, searching for the moon, the hidden energies here, right? Diving down, diving deep down. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. 4 is the heart. Look, green. I'm wearing green. It's opening up your heart. It's a back bend, going into the future, right? Even though she's bending down, but she's facing from left to right, the future. So you are evolving, you are shifting out of something, right? The Tower should not be taken lightly. Tower is an intense card. Nevertheless, you have a lot of optimistic energy around you. I just want to know. And I think you have to attend the earth, right? And the lightning comes and strikes the earth, usually. But like I said, right? Again, you find which one is the best for you. Life becoming stale, refusing to change, fear of the unknown, or avoiding a disaster, or a plain simple denial. You're in denial of maybe your financial situation. Maybe you're in denial of your own love, of loving yourself. And the Tower is when the crown comes down. And we are in the Corona time, right? Okay, so 1 card for the Tower and 1 card for the 8 of Swords. I love it, right? Here she walks literally down and she's like, okay, let me go down and have fun. Let me go down and enjoy myself. Don't work so hard, right? You really love to work hard. You don't need to do that, right? And you don't overthink, right? You bound yourself. That's why the other 4 are in here, because it's 8 of Swords. You love to create more trouble than there really is. And I really love this one, right? As you can see, they literally like both facing each other. And I love because it's the number 9 and here is the number 19. So the 1 and the 9, the 1 is the Magician and the 9 is again the Hermit. But together it's the number 10. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. 10 is spinning. It's saying everything is moving and shifting. So just open up. Okay, give me a card for the Tower. I got 2. Like this. So you got the Lovers. Right, the Lovers. Again, the 2 of Cups. There is a love. There's a deep love. And sometimes these deep loves, they create these kind of energies, right? So it's okay. A soulmate, even if it's with you, a soulmate, love is bringing challenges also, right? So you have the Lovers, you have the Gemini card now. And of course you have a Pisces. And you have the 4 of Swords, which is the meditation, which is for you went down, right? Beautiful. So this Tower moment had to come in regards of relationship, in regards of searching for the truth, in regards searching for awareness. this going within helped you, right? You have this relationship that is very strong in your life. And yes, you feel bound to it sometimes, right? But at the same time, it also makes you happy. And it's almost two happy cards framing the Eight of Swords. So just remember this. It's 2 cups to the thinking, to the 8. And then, of course, on top of it, it's like, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't go into that, this nitty-gritty, what the Virgo loves to do. Go down to the 4, start understanding that this love has to grow, has to be attended, has to be taken care of. It's a soulmate love. It can be with a Gemini, it can be with a Pisces, it can be with a Sagittarius, right? It could be with a Leo, right? But it's not really Leo, it's just the Sun for me. I don't associate immediately Leo with it, though it's connected to Leo. What's at the bottom? Yeah, because I don't need another card, because the 4 is giving me already the answer of this card to this 8 to 4 is this you can control when you meditate. Always. Meditation is the answer almost to every mental and emotional problem. Almost all the time. And then, of course, when we have here the Lovers, right? That love for yourself first, uniting these two. The woman with the lion, the wild with the tamed. That's it, right? So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. 8 of Water, right? So then you are able, the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Water, then at the end, because you are realizing, okay, I worked too much, too many actions. I want to let go of not working so hard anymore. I want to start enjoying myself. Then enjoying yourself, and the Moon card is saying, let go, let go. It's almost like this is also saying, let go, right? Let it go. Allow to let go. This is also going down, attending down into the roots, attending your subconscious, attending your subconscious. This is the subconscious in Pisces. Pisces is searching for love. And then hanging upside down is also saying, I let go, I let go, I let go. So it's almost the same, right? Feeling. The same opening up. You are being opened up. And you are able to move forward and go from 8 to 9. And you did it. There is a circle. There is a closing of circle. Right? You emotionally moved forward by going deeper down into yourself and saying, okay, I want to heal. I want to not be stuck in my life anymore. Right? With my subconscious, with the Age of Pisces, right? And of course, when I look underneath now and lifting the card, there is the 2 of Swords, which is with Moon in Libra, which is the next. So sometimes it could be that you have already Libra in you, Virgo. And if you have Libra in you, like me, it's like, okay, should I do this or should I do that? It's constantly in between. It's the High Priestess, right? It's that, look how simple it is. Look how simple it can be. Bring the two hands together. bring the thoughts together into one. Diving down, right? Allow to dive down, allow to drop down. And then move forward, go forward, because you know what the 9 means. You know how that feels in your life because it's connected to the Hermit. And of course you have here another 9. 9, 9. That's it. And of course you have a 9 in here, right? 1 and 9. But yeah, you are moving forward. You're moving away from emotional attachments and you are shifting into a new outlook, into a new way of loving yourself very clearly. And this is mostly what I look at, right? Are you ready to love yourself, right? Because of we seem to be attached, right? But you are naturally looking for the light. You're naturally wanting to know what is next, right? Good. So this is your reading. Wishing you a beautiful new year, 2021. And thank you for watching. Namaste.